Okay. You can just do it with me here, can't you? Like, if you've already joined, find a comfortable seat. Sitting in a cross-legged position. I'm sitting on a foam block. You can sit on a cushion. The cushion and the block allow you to settle into sitting for a bit of a longer period. So it's good to have something supporting your sit bones. Make your way when you're there. Let's start with a namaste. And we'll settle in stillness. Even if you have background noise and things going on around you, you can still reside in stillness with emotion on the outside. We'll focus on our breathing and tune in today, see what your breathing feels like when you breathe in and when you breathe out. Just a normal breath. If you feel like closing your eyes, feel free to do that. Now, as you begin to breathe, we will intentionally focus on a long, straight, smooth breath in, and we'll hold at the top of the inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's your timing. And then you'll push the breath out, smooth, steady exhale, and then add that same space at the bottom, at the base of the exhale when you've got no more breath. So we're going to do that for several breaths. If you're just joining, good morning. Finding your breath, and you're creating an evenness to the breath, in evenness to your in-breath. You're adding length at the pause at the top of the in-breath, and you're allowing your exhale to be smooth and steady and even in tone. And you're adding that space at the exhale. So tune in. Internet. And now begin to feel as you breathe in, the belly grows. The breath dives down into the base of your stomach, and then it begins to rise up through the ribs, up into your chest. And you feel that. It's like the breath is liquid. You feel that liquid pouring into the base and rising up. Hold. And then let that breath spill out. Pour it out, even pour. That's actually quite a nice visual. You can visualize that and center your focus on that visualization. Pouring the breath out. Pouring the breath in. And adding those lovely spaces at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. Begin to feel your sit bones heavy. Let's do 3 more of those breaths. Continue to be present with your breathing. Hearing the sound of your breath, focusing on the pouring of the breath in and out. And then, without rushing, finish at your own pace. You'll begin to switch up your legs when you're ready. Pull your knees in, change the cross. Take your time, don't rush. Hold on to the instruction, and when you're there, change your shape. And then we're going to roll in that spot. And now your torso is like a big spoon. You could say it's in pancake batter. It's morning time. Stir yourself. And notice your breath as you begin to introduce movement. What's interesting too, it's hard on Zoom, but what's interesting is to, when I see a class, the pace of what people choose to move. So notice your own pace. Are you moving quicker, slower than you'd normally move? And maybe you could try to just slow it down and see what that feels like. Maybe we're moving more through a honey consistency. Let's change the direction of our circles. I'm going to do a couple more of those and slow these down, even half the pace you were going. Last couple. And you'll find yourself in a tall, straight spine, seated spot, right where we began, sitting up tall. Breathing in and breathing out. If your eyes are closed, blink them open. Now we're going to work with our legs in an open V shape. Pedal out the knees, give the ankles a little movement. You'll notice here, if you were dying to get here, you probably needed to sit on more of a cushion. Point and flex your feet. And then really flex. Flex your toes until your heels lift away from the floor. Now, I'm going to move over to my right foot. I'm going to twist over to the right. And I'm going to align my belly button to that right foot. I'm going to take a breath in here, breathing in, sitting up tall. And we're going to take a forward fold. Forward fold. Okay, notice if your sit bones lift away from the floor, your props. Just assume this forward fold and enjoy it. So you'll start out slowly. Start out gently. We're going to be gentle with our bodies. We're going to ease into it. Okay, now tune into your breathing. Your breathing affects the shape of your body. Physically, as you breathe in, you make room for the in-breath to fill into your lungs. So you naturally come out of these shapes so that you lift up and you lengthen. And then as you exhale, you explore. The breath comes out and you let that weight of your own body come and explore a deeper space. And what happens is the movement becomes this wave-like movement, inhaling, opening up, exhaling. Each exhale will allow more space and a deeper space to be explored. So try that. Now feel that. The wave of breath changing your shape. And we're going to settle in here for a nice few amounts of breath so you can enjoy it. Tune into your shoulders. Where are they? Soften, soften, soften. Good. Notice that right hip. And the hip crease, it's quite creased. Soften if you can, just release a little bit. Let something go there. And breathe into that space. Now you've opened up something, even if it's very small. Opened it up. And then begin to look at your left hand. We're going to start to move that left hand. We're going to stay in this shape, but we're going to open up our front body and reach the left hand out. Opening up your shoulder, front shoulder. Reach out. And then in your own time, in your own breathing, that hand will start to move up. Okay, and your right hand can be down on the floor as well. Now let's start to gaze up towards that top hand and introduce the stretch into the neck. But feel that wave-like quality in the breathing, opening, expanding, and deepening. Exhale. Can you soften your right hip? Or sorry, left hip? Soften the left side. Good. Take one stretch like a morning stretch. Stretch here. Big breath, squeeze your joints. Good. And then we're going to drift over to the other side slowly. And you believe you can stretch like this and you can use up 15 minutes like that. Okay. And if you're coming off your prop or you need to adjust, make those adjustments. Change to the other side. So the belly button is shifting over towards that left foot. So you can use the floor with your hands and pull your torso around. Okay, there's a nice stretch there in the lower back as well. And then as you breathe in, you open up your front body. Breathe into the lungs, fill them up. And then the breath leaves and the position begins to change. You start to bow into yourself. Relax your shoulders. Just take a notice if you're trying to go deep, what happens with your shoulders. Stay present, tune inward. Settle now into the pose. Breathe in and let it go. Let the top of your head drop. The top of the head moves towards your foot. The chin tucks under. Gently begin to move that right hand. Now that right hand is going to start to move over towards the right leg. And then you're going to open up your front body. Just stay here, but open up that shoulder on that right side. sometimes bringing your hand and fingers to that area just to feel that shoulder will signal that it's going to change. So open up, breathe in, stretch that arm out. First, it's a bit like a warrior two, arms kind of wide. And then gradually that hand can start to shift up, but we're not trying to bring it all the way up. We're trying to feel the opening in the front body. Then we'll turn to look up towards that right hand. Good. Now, like we did on the other side, the first side, we did that nice, lovely stretch. So we're going to breathe in and straighten our arms and squeeze our joints. Good. Have a little release. Bring yourself back down. Come into the middle. Hands are down, and we're going to just rock side to side. You take a little bow into yourself. Walk your hands forwards. A nice little stretch for the shoulders is to cup the fingers on the floor, like you've got bowls under your hands or cups. Squeeze your elbows, a bit deeper in the shoulders. Good. And for these last 2 or 3 breaths, just hold in and enjoy that stretch wherever you feel it. Inner thighs, backs of the legs. Good. Soften the hips. Drop the top of your head down. Be heavy in your torso and head. And we come out on an in-breath. Inhale, walk the hands in. Walk in, walk in. Good. You can start to wiggle your legs. If you're stuck in the WD-40s in the other room, you can start to use your hands to bend the legs in. We're going to finish in a seated position. Oh, it's quite a nice little short practice for the legs. Bring your hands into prayer. Find your center right at your hands, at your heart space. And breathe into the front body. Hear your breath. Take a nice bow inward towards yourself. Feel grounded. Feel intense to look to neutral. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. I'll see you Monday. Same time, same place. Hopefully the garden if the weather's a bit nicer. Enjoy. Take care.